Hey guys, it's Christy with Christy Artistry. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight we are going to be serenaded by the birds outside my window here. I don't know if you can hear them, but they've just started. Quick catch up. I did get my test results back. I do have one disc that is compressing in my back. That looks like it's going to cause me some arthritis sometime in the near or far future. We don't know yet. But I also have something that I honestly have never heard a woman getting. I know it happens, I guess, but I have given myself a hernia. So shoveling the snow evidently has caused a hernia, and I got the results of that. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, it was confirmed. So all of the ultrasound and the x-rays have gone on for a second opinion, and then once we get that back, then if it's still necessary, we'll be scheduling surgery to take care of that hernia. So a little worried about that because I've only had 5 surgeries and they've all been to have children. I had C-sections, and so thinking about that kind of surgery, you know, where I don't even know how they do it. I'm gonna have to look it up on YouTube or something. But anyway, just that quick update that I'm gonna try to do my best to get a little bit of videos piled up for you guys, so in case I do have to go in, that I can keep videos going while I'm recovering. So tonight we're going to be working on a cute canvas. I love these canvases. These are those 18 by 14 canvases. They are like the second level thickness and stuff, but they have these beautiful rounded edges on them, and sometimes those edges are just terrible, for me anyway, because I have trouble getting the paint going over. But on these Dutch pours, they seem to cooperate quite nicely because you're putting down that base coat that pours over, and then the extra paint that you blow out tends to pour over, so that it gets thick enough to cover those edges. But our palette is going to be quite simple tonight. I'm going to be using a white background. I'm also going to use some iridescent white, hoping for some cells and some shimmer and things like that. I'm going to be using gold. I'm going to be using Prussian Blue and processed Cyan Blue. I love these two blues together. They really look nice. Then, like I said, we're going to add the iridescent white, and then I'm going to use the 24 karat gold, just because I love this gold with these blues. So that's my palette. It's simple, but I'm hoping for some really pretty effects on this particular blowout that I'm thinking about. So I'm gonna bring the camera down, get the white on, and then we're gonna get started. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I am doing this vertically. So this is 18 by 14. Okay? I stopped talking, the birds stopped chirping. So weird. Okay. And I'm using up the leftover. I don't know what happened to my cup with the spout. I know I had to put all my stuff away when we had guests over for Easter, but I don't know what I did with it, so I'm gonna have to find that. So I found this cup to put it in, but this is the paint that we've been working with in this bottle. Looks like there's a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure that it was strained because, as you can see by this bottle, the paint tends to stick in these bottles, and then what happens is you get this. If you notice, you can hardly see my finger in the bottle. It's because you get this gritty stuff that sticks to the bottle, and then when you shake it, it comes out and gets in your paint. So I like to strain my paint a lot. All right, so we'll end up rinsing this bottle out, getting all that out of there and reusing it. And then I gotta find my pour spout one because I like that better, but we'll use this for today. All right, so we're going to pour on our white. Let's start with that much. And I'm going to torch this because I do see a lot of bubbles in here. I was straining, torching, torching. Big bubble right there. Okay. So we're going to move this around. Do I want to use my hairdryer? I think I'm going to just use the hairdryer because it'll be quicker. So, because this is white, I'm going to start with the white on the bottom. And I am going to give these a shake just because I shook them earlier, but when they sit, they sometimes separate. Okay, so Iridescent White looks beautiful. Okay, so this design, I want to do a Dutch pour, but I kind of wanted to do sort of I guess I'd call it a spray, like floral spray. So that's what I'm going to attempt. So I'm going to kind of draw out in the pearl kind of the spray pattern that I want to do. Does that make sense? Kind of like that. I always see these things in my head, and sometimes they turn out and sometimes they don't. So, alright, this is our Prussian Blue, and it's going to go on next. I'm really liking these newer bottles that I have. They're really kind of thick plastic versus these ones that squish. These you really have to really push on them to get them to squish. So they hold up a bit better. I don't know if you've noticed. Let's see if I have one around here. What happens with these bottles is they will squish like this, but these thicker plastic ones do not. And I like, the screw on top where I can wipe it off afterward, so I know they're clean. Where these, I have the caps that fill up, and then I get the clogs at the end, so you see me doing this all the time. That's just to make sure that there isn't a clog when I go to pour that particular color on. Now is our 24 karat gold, which is beautiful. especially with the blues. And then I really like this processed cyan. I like how it pours, or colors on, and I like when it dries. So that's why I've chosen that color. And it's a little bit of a lighter blue, so it'll give us some nice contrast with the darker blue and the gold and the iridescent. So that was my thought there. I did think that maybe I needed a pink or a magenta, but I really think for this one I'm just going to leave it like that, because in my mind I see this beautiful, almost like a floral design here. So that's what I'm going for. All right, let's blow this out now. Here we go. I'm ready. Here we go. Oh, you know what? For goodness sakes, I just can't think today. I need to torch these bubbles because I just saw them out of the corner of my eye popping. So let's take care of that right now. You see that iridescent? It really looks nice. Okay, birds have stopped singing for us, so let's get this blown out. Here we go. That was quick and easy, and it came out pretty much what I was hoping. Getting a lot of cells in here, so that's good. It's gonna kind of go like that. And I'm looking, the corners are not covered, of course, so we're gonna pick up from the table, add that on here, and then let it pull the color from the top down, and then we'll scrape it. This one we just need to do a little tap. Not covered. There we go. Okay. A lot of color running down here. A little tap there for the blue. And a little one. Yep, just a little one there. Okay. Now let's look over here. This is running down really nice. This corner I see is bare, but it needs to be white to keep with our color. So let's see if I can pick up some white here and add that to this corner, because I don't want to add blue when we know that this sort of went over it. Let's see, can I see over here? Looks like a little tap here. And I'll come over there and check that again. But this is just, it's spewing with cells now, and it looks really cool. Okay, I'm going to dip into the gold again, because I'm not getting as much rundown as I was hoping over here. I really would like this gold, so I'm going to actually add some gold. There we go. Just needed enough to pull a little bit more off the top. Okay, this is finishing or continuing to run down. There we go. Okay, so that looks good now. And I'm going to grab a popsicle stick and do our first pass over. Here we go. Scrape the excess off. Now that we've got everything running down the way we want it to, we want to stop that from happening so that it doesn't pull all the pretties from the top here off. Alright, let's run it under here. That cleaned up that real nice. And I'm going to come over there and make sure that that's good before I go and scrape that. But this is what I was kind of thinking about. It's like floral, and it's almost like feathers, but it's floral, because all these cells are still popping. So those are gonna, I'm hoping, darken and really make this come out. Not sure what's happening here yet, but love this, love this, love this. I'm just waiting for this to sprout. So I'm gonna grab the camera and bring you down and show you this and see what you think. And then I was thinking, when I do these ones like this where they're a smaller canvas, I always kind of envision them on a larger canvas, and I think this type of design would be absolutely gorgeous, you know, like on a great big canvas. So I'll have to think about that for later. But I'm going to grab the camera right now and bring you down and show you this beautiful painting. So I will be right back. So here she is. Again, kind of a floral theme, but I'm now seeing more feathers, which I really like. But I'm waiting for all of this to finish popping up, and we'll see how much we get at the end. Cells are gorgeous. It looks so pretty. They're just really interesting cells. Love this corner here. And then as I go up, we have all these beautiful cells. And over here in the middle, I'm going to go back you up a little bit. In the middle, we have these right now, and there's still stuff popping up here. So we'll let that go and see what happens with it. But let's take you up and show you the whole thing up here. So here's what it looks like as again, an 18 by 14. So it's not tiny. It's a nice average size for a normal household wall. If you have giant walls, then you'd want something bigger. But I think this would be absolutely gorgeous in, say, a 2 foot by, what would I do it in? A 3 by 5 foot? Would be huge, but it'd be absolutely gorgeous. And I think you'd get more of the feather effect too, because you'd be able to separate these petals out a little bit further. So I might try that. I don't have a canvas quite that big, but I do have some bigger canvases put away. So tell me what you think about this one. Would you think that it would look really, would look good in a larger canvas? And do you like it this size? Would you have preferred I put some magenta in there, red? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. And I really appreciate all of you. And until my next video, bye. Oh, and please do take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.